Atomy is hope. Atomy is life. Hello everyone and good afternoon. Wow. Never in my wildest dream that this will happen to me today, to have the courage to stand in front of a crowd as big as this. But the courage, I guess, is because of my desire to reach out and share my experience and reasons that Atomy gives me. My name is Jun Diestro. I am an optometrist by profession in the Philippines. I moved to Canada in December 25, 92. I've trying to
give Abelardo a big round of applause. Let's show our support. It's not easy to be on stage.
Trying to figure out what I really must do in this country, I began to meet friends. A lot of them introduced me to different business opportunities in network marketing. Wanting to get a living for myself and my family, I tried a couple of them. This became my part-time activity as I also have my full-time job.
You can do it.
Okay, one major reason why I joined Atomy, it's because of my wife's condition, who suffered a rare kind of Parkinson's disease. That was after her breast cancer operation. The Parkinson's disease was the worst nightmare I could ever imagine. The severity of the pain is unbearable. Together with that was her hallucinations, sleepless nights for her and me as I have to watch her. With all these daily sufferings, I almost asked God for an end, telling Him I have enough. I can't take it anymore. I repent for what I have said, so knowing that there are more people suffering all over the world more than me. Then last year, a friend invited me to a meeting. I declined his invitation twice, telling him I don't want to do any business anymore. He was so persistent that I went with him one night. As I'm not interested, I never pay attention, knowing that this is just another type of network marketing or MLM business. The fourth time I was invited was in one of the centers. This time, I listened attentively. After that meeting, I decided to do it. Again, the major reason why I joined Atomy is because of my desire to find a cure for my wife. 15 years was too long for her, my son and me to suffer. Then, I was introduced to Hemohim. So I let her take 2 to 3 times a day, and just after 2 months, I've seen changes in her. I've noticed that she sleeps very well now, and her hallucinations became less, as well as her body spasm. I introduced her to probiotics a month ago. As I've said, hope, because I see the results, and life, because now she sleeps very well, making me relieved from stress for almost 15 years. Almost our life is back to normal. What I like about Atomy as a company is that Atomy doesn't compete. Atomy is not a competitor, but Atomy is doing something different and better. Atomy is a leader and looks for the best products. I have to do action because I know there can't be harvest unless you plant seed. And I quote to you, my fellow Atomians, for games can't be won unless they are played, and prayers cannot be answered unless they are prayed. Thank you so much, and please enjoy the rest of the day. Good luck.
Okay, I'll introduce myself. My name is Tommy Yoon. It's actually Thomas, but I took a name Tommy because Atomy and Tommy kind of goes together. I had to write notes because I actually had an opportunity to speak in front of many, many people in South Korea, and there was about 1,200 people there. So my heart was like going out to here. So compared to that, today is a lot easier.
Oh.
A lot easier. Okay, so I'm a professional golfer. I grew up here in Canada, in Toronto area. I worked as a corporate level business owner, many diverse jobs, but always an entrepreneur. Now, I got into a car accident probably about 16 years ago, and that ended my career. I traveled a lot. I played in Canadian Tour, Asian Tour, and so forth. I played competitive, and decided to coach after that. Sorry, my phone's not working. Having a technical difficulty. So why am I doing Atomy here today? So as you are aware, I'm pretty sure you guys are in the same boat as I am. You want to be successful, you want to make great money, you want to live well, right? So that's why you're here. Same reason why I'm here. But the main reason is because my sponsor introduced me to Atomy about 3 months ago, 2.5, 3 months ago now. And by the way, I received my 3rd commission checks already. And this is my part-time. It's not to brag about anything, it's just that I did it as a part-time. So if you do it as a full-time, imagine what you can do, right? Use your networks and talk to people. And you just have to share the vision, as our CEO said. So why Atomy? I had a atrial fibrillation. I don't know if anybody what that is. About 3 million people in US suffer from that. And I'm a pretty young guy, and I got diagnosed this April. So I was pretty nerve-wracking. I was in the hospital. I didn't know why I was sick. I'm a pretty healthy guy. I'm an athlete. I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs. I don't. So basically what atrial fibrillation, briefly, it's when the upper chamber of the heart and the lower chamber of the heart, they don't signal together. So your heart rate goes up to about 100 to maybe even higher. You get high blood pressure. If you leave it longer, you could get a stroke and eventually die. So if you didn't have defibrillator, the defibrillator has only been around for about, what, 12 years? If they didn't have that, I would have been a goner. So I'm standing here today because I think I woke up. God gave me a courage to stand up here and speak in front of you. And I think this is God's doing it. There's no way I'm going to come up here and speak to 450 people. It's pretty nerve-wracking, right? So long story short, I was shocked in April, May, June, and one more time in July. And then last part, it actually came back on its own. So I didn't have to get shocked. So actually 100 volt voltage goes into your body. So it's pretty nerve-wracking. They sedate you, you go to sleep, they wake you up, they resynchronize your heart. So it happened to me 4 times in 1 year. That's pretty overwhelming, right? It's pretty scary. So I could have been a goner, right, any time. And the July came back on its own, and I'm sure you know the reason why. It starts with the H. And everybody's talking about it, and I think that's what it did it, because I don't take any supplements, and as you know, I'm a pretty healthy guy, and that's what, you know, made me healthier. So please do take it. My mother takes it, my friends take it. Trust me, every time I see somebody, they don't go without him or him, right? So you gotta talk to them, right? So my future vision, my future goals are, just like our CEO, Mr. Park, and Dr. Lee has spoken, we have to live a balanced life. We have to live well, we have to learn, we have to love, we have to contribute. And my name in Korean and actually is Tae Woo. What Tae stands for is help, big. And Woo stands for help. It's a society, that's what it stands for. So I think it actually means something, right? So I share the vision, I see the vision that our CEO spoke about. And among other senior directors, as Atomy has an amazing business system, absolute product and absolute price, as our senior directors have spoken earlier. So the only thing I need to do is my network and invest in my own time. So what a great opportunity. And what if I get sick again, right? And if you're doing your own self-business, you know, if you're self-employed or if you're working for somebody, what if you get sick? What if you don't have compensation? So what a great way to, you know, work hard for 2-3 years and then invest in your time and to get a, you know, residual income. So those are kind of like my goals. Like to set my goals, I want to follow the balanced life. You need to have passion, right, to do this. So you have to study your body, you have to follow your mind, you have to follow your spirit, and follow the 8 steps of success as mentioned from our CEO, Mr. Park. And I thank you for coming today and sharing my story. Thank you.